YouTube and all my YouTube friends and subscribers. This is Vargas recording, still not in the Vargas vault, still living with my in-laws. Still been having a lot of ups and downs in work and personal stuff, but I want to talk to you guys about, because I'm recording this, I don't know how long after the Sega Genesis Mini and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade video. That's the last one I've recorded before this. That and a Macabre video that I'll upload before this one. But I want to talk about some stuff that I picked up, so I'm just gonna start recording that. So my wife got this. She's been looking for a Jenga game for a while, because she's been buying a bunch of board games. My wife's a teacher, and she buys board games to take the class and everything, but she follows a lot of people on Facebook that sell board games. But she saw this and bought it, but to keep to the family because it's video game related, and it's the Jenga Donkey Kong edition. So if you don't know about Jenga, I don't see how you would not know about Jenga, but you build a tower full of blocks, and each player has to pull out a block, and whoever makes the whole thing fall apart loses. And it's a fun game and all, but this is the again the Donkey Kong version. So it's a Donkey Kong theme. You have Jumpman, who would later become Mario, Donkey Kong, and Pauline. And it comes with Donkey Kong figure and Pauline that goes on top here, and then each of the 4 players has a little Mario thing that they would use to pull out. It's really cool. It's a video game collectible. So yeah, my wife really did good with that one. For her, I got her. My wife likes Adele. And her second CD is probably the one we like the most. It has the better songs. But she has the second and the third. She was missing the first one, and I picked up Adele at Movie Freak Bazaar, Adele 19, which is her first CD release. This one is not, the movie's not part of the collection. It's a really cool movie. It's about this group of people that get sucked into a slasher film. It's called The Final Girls, and Movie Freak Bazaar had the soundtrack, the Final Girls soundtrack. Really good movie. I need to get it and add it to the collection, but the soundtrack was pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna talk about some movies. Majority of these are from Movie Freak Bazaar, except 1 or 2 that I picked up somewhere else. This is from Movie Freak Bazaar. It's wrestling. I haven't been able to find too many wrestling DVDs. Ideally, I would like to get some of the older stuff. The WrestleManias I'm missing. The DVDs from the Invasion and more of the Attitude Era. But this one is called From the Vault. It's a 2-disc DVD set for Shawn Michaels. So this is a 2-disc set dedicated to Shawn Michaels after he came back. Released probably after the Elimination Chamber. It was during. It was for build up to WrestleMania 20, where they were gonna have the triple threat match with Chris Benoit, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H. And these are pretty cool. They've released better box sets for Shawn Michaels and the rest of the wrestlers. But during the early 2000s, they released a bunch of these 2-disc sets, which is really cool. And I already have a Shawn Michaels one, but I like getting the earlier releases. Still missing the Eddie Guerrero, Jake the Snake, and Ultimate Warrior DVDs. Pick this one because I've been meaning to pick it up, but every time I see it, it's a rental version, so it doesn't have any special features. And finally picked one up that does have some special features, but doesn't have that many special features. But it's red. Picked it up because it stars Bruce Willis. And, you know, a lot of people don't like Bruce Willis nowadays because he's turned into a bit of an asshole. But, you know, he's John McClane, so, you know, if Bruce Willis is interested in the role, he'll be good in it. But if he's just not interested, he'll sleepwalk, and you'll notice that he just doesn't care about the movie. Pick this one up. It's the I want to get the Metallica one, but I saw this one and I picked it up, and it's the complete music video collection for The Offspring. And this is pretty cool. I like these. I have the Michael Jackson #1s. I want to get the Metallica ones for the music videos, but The Offspring was really cool. Their music videos are cool as well, so really happy to add that one to the collection. The thing I love about collecting movies and buying DVDs and everything is because I come across a bunch of stuff that I didn't even know existed, or maybe I watched as a kid on TV and I just don't remember, and it's nice to revisit. I'm in the kick to collect movies, but I mentioned this before. Specifically, I want to get the Disney movies, primarily the animated ones, but also the live action ones, and for my kids, so they can watch Disney movies with me, and they can grow up with that. But yeah, saw this one. Don't remember if I've seen it. But I pick up The Island at the Top of the World, and it's about this group of explorers that go to climb the mountains, and they find a long forgotten civilization. So it's really cool. It released in 1974, so that's cool. I think it released in 1974. I'm not sure, but just really like these old live action Disney movies. Some are hit or miss. But some are genuinely cool, and I'm glad to have found that one, because I don't remember if I've ever seen it. Added some Doctor Who, some with Peter Capaldi and Jenna Coleman, who's Claire, and she was a nice companion through the Doctor Who series. And this is Doctor Who Series 9 Part 2. And this is the one where Claire says goodbye to the Doctor. And that was really emotional. I like that one. So yeah, super happy to add some Doctor Who into the collection. This one is through Movie Bazaar, and this is Pitch Perfect 3. Pitch Perfect 1 was really good. It was a nice op-ed. It was riding the popularity of, I felt it was riding the popularity of Glee, but it has I don't remember her name. Give me a sec. Anna Kendrick, and I really like Anna Kendrick. It's her, Anna Kendrick. I think she's really cute. And so yeah, Pitch Perfect 3, just to complete the trilogy, because it's trilogy. Second one was not as good as the first one, and I haven't seen the third one, but did complete it for the set. Pick this one up. This is really interesting. Movie Bazaar had it, and for a moment I was afraid it was just the DVD. And it when I went to pick it up, it came in this really small package. So I don't know if this is how it's supposed to be. There's a car alarm, because of course there would be. But it's Star Trek, the original series, and it comes in this little thing that looks like a CD. It's basically the size of a CD case, but you open it, you pull it out, and it has like these little jewel cases, and it's 10 discs. Each disc has like three episodes of Star Trek, the original series, the first season. But the other reason I thought it was interesting is because it's HD DVD. DVD, and HD DVD is a dead format. It was a war between this and Blu-ray and Blu-ray 1. So this no longer is a viable format. But the interesting thing is that on one side, it looks like a Blu-ray, but it's HD-DVD. And on the other side, it's a DVD. So I thought that was very, very interesting. I've never seen something that's like dual layered like that. It's usually the DVDs that I see that are dual layered have side A, side B. One side is full screen, one side is widescreen. But it comes with these neat little, image things that have the information on each one of the discs. But again, I've never seen anything this small that's a complete TV series that's dual layered this way. So I thought that was interesting, and I needed a DVD for the original Star Trek series. I like Star Trek and Star Wars. I like them both equally. I've never gotten, how people go crazy for one over the other. You can like both, and I like both. And I was looking for a DVD set of the original Star Trek, so this was interesting and cool at the same time. Picked up a 2-disc set of Highlander Endgame. Now I like Highlander, and I have Highlander 1 and 2, and I've been trying to get some more Highlander. This one's really cool because it's like it's a crossover between the Highlander movies and the Highlander TV show. So it has Adrian Paul, who was the star of the TV show, and Christopher Lambert, who's the star of the movies. So it has them crossing over. It's not as good as the first one. And actually, none of the sequels have been as good as the first one. But this one is interesting because it has, like I said, those two McLeods. This one, I was debating whether or not to give this one to Professor Macabro, because he does the horror and everything. But I let him have Life Force. So this is mine, because it's comic books and everything. But I've been trying to look for the Swamp Thing movies and the TV show for the longest time. I love Swamp Thing. He's one of my top 5 favorite DC superheroes. I grew up watching the TV show. I didn't get to see the movies until much later. I watched the TV show first, and I think maybe I might have seen the first one, and it was cool. But I remember the second one the most because of Heather Locklear. But I finally was able to get a DVD copy of The Return of Swamp Thing, which probably has the best looking Swamp Thing, and of course has Heather Locklear as Abby Arcane. So I liked it. I like Swamp Thing. I need Swamp Thing 1, have Swamp Thing 2, and I want to get the TV show, because I really like Swamp Thing. I actually want to see the new TV show that's online only. But yeah, I love me some Swamp Thing, and super, super happy to add this to the collection. So just take a pick. For my kids, I picked up another Disney one. This is the last of the Tinkerbell movies, and we saw this in the theater. Actually liked it. It was actually pretty cool, and it's Tinkerbell and the Legend of the Never Beast. Has this little lovable creature. It looks really cool, and yeah, I just wanted to pick it up to complete the Tinkerbell series for my kid. Picked up this one. It's a Japanese movie released by Kino. It says from the director of Battle Royale, which is cool, and the Yakuza Papers, which I've never seen. And it's called Cops and Thugs. So it's basically a cop drama with cops trying to beat the Yakuza. Always up for anything Japanese, so really cool. One more for the Disney collection, to complete the quest of owning all the Disney movies. I've been looking for this one for a long time. I saw it many years ago at Target. They re-released it on Blu-ray, but Disney releases are like from 25 to 30 bucks, and I can't afford a $30 movie. I have to wait until it's on sale. But it was never on sale, and then they just took it out of the shelves. So I've been looking for this movie for a while. Finally found it through Movie Freak Bazaar, and it's The Great Mouse Detective. Love this because it's a Disney adaptation of Sherlock Holmes. but it's a mouse that solves, you know, like smaller scale crimes. But the cool thing about this one is the villain called Ratigan is voiced by Vincent Price, and he's really cool. He's the best part of the movie, the character of Ratigan, because it's voiced by Vincent Price. So you know, I hope my kids, because I remember seeing this, and I liked it a lot because of Vincent Price. So yeah, maybe my kids will dig it too. But still need to get the Black Cauldron. To get all the Disney movies, the classic Disney movies that I want. There's a couple more, like, oh, no, actually, no, I take that back. I'm missing the Black Cauldron, and I'm missing the one that has the Adventures of Mr. Toad and the Ichabod Crane one. So I'm missing two of the Disney movies that I want to get. Picked up American Ninja 4, The Annihilation. I don't actually have any of the American Ninja movies, but if you grow up, or if you're as old as me, then you're an old guy, but if you grew up during the late 80s, early 90s, you might remember the American Ninja series. They were a lot of cheesy fun, but yeah, this is the fourth one. I need to get 1, 2, 3. This one I picked up because Movie Free Bazaar has this thing that if you buy 5 movies, you get a cheaper price. So I picked up all the movies that I wanted, but I needed one to add so I can complete the set. And I picked up the Color Purple with Whoopi Goldberg, directed by Steven Spielberg, just because. Don't have much to say about that. Picked up Smokin Aces 2. The first Smokin Aces was really good. First time I've seen the sequel, and it's on unrated, so cool. And continuing the trend of sequels, I picked up the Boondock Saints 2, Old Saints Day. The first one is really cool. Second one I didn't like it as much as the first one, but still completed that series. And the last one to complete the set is the last of the Star Trek reboot. I don't know if they're going to make another one, because they only made 3 after J.J. Abrams and is it Paramount or Universal? I don't know who owns the rights to Star Trek. It's Paramount. They rebooted Star Trek. A lot of fans were really pissed off that they rebooted Star Trek. I was like, well, I'll give it a shot. And the first Star Trek reboot was really cool. Then they released Into Darkness, where they basically just remade Wrath of Khan. And this one's all new. It doesn't have anything to do with the original series or anything like that. Was going to go see it in the theater with my wife, but shit got in the way, and it's Star Trek Beyond. I have not seen this one. I wanted to see it, didn't get to see it, but got it on Blu-ray DVD combo pack. So whenever I have a chance to sit down with my family, hopefully, maybe we'll get to watch this one. Yeah, so that was the DVD, Blu-ray, well, only one Blu-ray pickups. Like always, I like to recommend the stuff that I've enjoyed. Out of sheer novelty, this is probably, I've never seen something this small that's dual layered like this. So, and the original Star Trek is really good. It's nice sci-fi. It's great. I liked it. But definitely the ones that I'm going to recommend right off the bat is Return of Swamp Thing. The first one is cool. The second one is cool too. Definitely, the first one is very cool for horror fans, I would say. The second one is a little bit more comic booky, but I love it. I love the first one and the second one equally. Same thing with the TV show and the cartoon. There's a cartoon. I don't know if that one's on home media, but there's a cartoon of Swamp Thing. So I want to get as much Swamp Thing as I can because I love the character. And The Great Mouse Detective, because again it has Vincent Price voicing Ratigan, and that's amazing. So those are going to be my recommendations. So yeah, just wanted to do a video on movies because, you know, I like talking about movies, and I like sharing stuff about movies, and letting people know about this weird, random finds that I get, like that Island on Top of the World. It's a movie I don't know if I've ever seen, and it's something I didn't even know existed until I find out on DVD. And you get the same thing with collecting VHS. I know a lot of people and watch a lot of people and follow a lot of people that collect VHS, and especially horror. They showcase a lot of movies that I wish I could find on DVD or have a VCR to try to track them down. But yeah, collecting stuff like this is amazing because you come across a whole bunch of really weird stuff. So yeah, leave a comment on any of the stuff that I've talked about. I appreciate the comments. I try to respond as quick as I can. But until I see you all again, hopefully, this is Vargas signing out and thanking everyone out there. Bye.